Okay, let's talk about the record-breaking summer. In Denver, second hottest on record, according to the National Weather Service. Average temperature was 75 degrees. The normal average is 72. I gather that takes overnights into account, not just highs during the day, right?
One of the things that we're finding with climate change is that it is getting warmer at night than it used to be. So your average daytime temperature is the combination of the high and the low, and that's meaning those average temperatures are warming up. Now, it's interesting that with the new weather station that we just installed out at what was at Stapleton Airport for decades, we are finding that the nighttime temperatures tend to be warmer than they are out at DIA. The daytime temperatures tend to be slightly cooler than they are out at DIA. But that's not surprising because if you think about it, when we get clouds building in the summertime, they start over the mountains and then they drift over the city as the afternoon progresses. They would drift over the weather station that's now at Central Park, aka the old Stapleton Airport, before they would get out to the new airport. The new airport, which is now 20 plus years old. We still
The,
call it that. Us people have been around a while.
the newer airport.
There you go.
Okay, so do you just expect summers to keep breaking records?
Well, we keep adding heat to the atmosphere because we keep adding carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And we this year had 6 days of 100 or higher. And that's not the most we've ever had. We've had summers where we've had about 12, but what we're seeing is an increase in those really hot days as well. And that is what you would expect in a warmer world. So if we don't make significant cuts in our carbon emissions, by the time we reach, say, 2040, we'll average probably close to about 10 days of 100 or hotter every single summer. I remember when we first moved here in 1991, you might get one day of 100 degrees.
Hmm. Okay, I know we're bouncing back and forth, right? Cool, hot.
That's
Now
weather.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the notion of snow.
Yep.
So we might get a little burst here this weekend. What is the outlook in general for the winter? Any clearer?
It is getting clearer now as you're looking at your crystal ball and things are starting to clear up a little bit with the message. We are transitioning back into what's called a La Nina in the
Right.
Pacific Ocean, and that is the cooler surface temperatures in the equatorial Pacific, El Nino being warmer water at the surface. A La Nina winter tends to create a northwest to southeast jet stream flow over North America, which means the storm track would come in from the Gulf of Alaska, British Columbia, and the Pacific Northwest, and then come down into Colorado from the Northwest.
Mhm.
That typically favors the northern and central mountains with heavier snow at the expense of, say, the San Juans. So it'd be a great snow year for Steamboat, for Summit County. Later on towards springtime, that's when the Front Range resorts tend to pick up their heaviest snows, Loveland, Eldora. So probably a pretty good winter coming our way for skiers, although probably not quite as good for skiers that favor Telluride or down at Purgatory.
Do you want to place another gentleman's bet this season?
Sure, I'd love to
Uh,
do that.
first measurable snowfall. Why don't we do it at Central Park at the old weather station?
Great. I'll
What's
say October 20th.
October 20th? Okay, I'm gonna do the Price is Right thing again and do like October 21st, just to.
There you go.
You're the
How
brave
did that
one
turn out
going
last
first.
year? Last year, I can't remember. Did I get it right?
I think you won.
I don't know. I don't know.
Had a long
You know,
career.
weather forecasters are like field goal kickers. We're supposed to be accurate.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. I want to talk about flooding in Europe. I mean, it's been remarkable, mass evacuations in 6 countries. Meanwhile, here, the hurricane season, which was supposed to be really active according to forecasters at Colorado State University, because of all things hurricane forecasting comes out of landlocked Colorado. But CSU now saying the last time the Atlantic had no storms between August 13th and September 3rd was in 1968. So we're getting a soaking in Europe. We're getting this below average hurricane season, at least in the early start here. And it all makes me wonder about unpredictability, Mike.
Well, we can always learn more things. And so one of the things that we've learned is that in Africa, the belt of thunderstorm activity, which they call the intertropical convergence zone,
Hmm.
shifted northward about 150 miles into the Sahara. So they actually had really good rains in places like Sudan, and that was unusual. What that did is that shifted where these waves come off of Africa, and at the closer to the equator, the weather moves from east to west. And so these waves were coming off of Africa, which are typically the waves that eventually drift across the Atlantic and form into tropical storms and hurricanes. But because that shifted farther north, when they came off Africa, they came over cooler waters farther to the north, and it just kind of damped out that wave entirely.
Hmm.
I'd never heard of this before. I read this from the CSU researchers that that's what they're finding suppressed the hurricane season. That may well have also shifted some of the rain bands a little farther north in the eastern hemisphere and could be related to what we're seeing in Europe. Could be. I'm
Oh,
not a big European weather aficionado.
it didn't occur to me to connect the hurricane and the wetness in Europe. That's interesting. And
Well, that might be a stretch too. I'm kind of blue sky on that one a little bit. So, but I
blue.
do know there's a connection to the lack of hurricanes to the shift of this convergence zone farther north in Africa, which changed the way waves come off of the African continent.
Well, and
This is
I,
why,
yeah,
Brian, when people say to me, climate change, way too complicated. You can't even get the forecast right next week. How do you know the world's warming up?
yeah.
And I'll come back to it. Weather is one play in a football game. Climate is like the history of the National Football League. And global temperature is even simpler. It's the rules of the game. A touchdown is worth 6 points, a field goal is worth three. The rules of the game in terms of global temperature, if there's more heat coming in than going out, the planet warms up.
I'm left with two impressions when we talk, Mike, which is that weather and climate remind us that it is a small world. And two, you're kind of a football fanatic. It's a little
Well, it is the
obvious.
season. Even if some of our teams are struggling a bit, others are doing quite well. So
Thanks for being with us again.
it's always great to talk to you.